This is MK Education Life, and I am Teacher Lovely. And you see, I have a new partner here. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Teacher Mark, and welcome to another edition of Real Talk. Okay, so today, partner, we're going to be talking about
Processed foods. Okay, so first, what is processed foods? Alright, so processed food is defined as any raw agricultural commodity that has been subject to washing, cleaning, milling, cutting, chopping, heating, pasteurizing, blanching, cooking, canning, freezing, drying, dehydrating, mixing, packaging, and other procedures that alter the food from its natural state. So this may include the addition of other ingredients to the food such as preservatives, flavors, nutrients, and other food additives or substances of food produced in food products such as salt, sugars, and fats. So that's the definition of processed foods. Alright, so next we have common examples of processed foods, and first I'm going to talk about how these foods are processed. Alright.
okay,
So
let's start with
first we have instant noodles. Okay, so instant noodles, or we call it some instant ramen, are noodles sold in a pre-cooked and dried pack of flavoring powder and or seasoning oil. So the flavoring is usually in a separate bucket, although in the case of cup noodle, the flavoring is often used in the cup. So some instant noodle products are still packed, and this can be reheated or eaten straight from the packet or container. Okay, so how about you, Teacher Mark? Do you like eating instant noodles?
I absolutely love eating this kind of thing. I mean, this kind of food originated exactly here in Asia, especially in East Asian countries.
Yes.
So yeah, especially this kind of weather, it's really perfect to eat a spicy bowl of noodle. Yeah.
Okay. It's
Uh,
very convenient also and
Yes,
cheap,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, you can find it anywhere. You can wherever you want. Okay, now let's proceed with the next one, which is Alsa's favorite food, frozen. Okay, frozen goods. So what do we mean by frozen goods? So basically they are kind of food who undergoes being put into a freezer, or they go under like sub-zero temperature in order for them to prolong their lives way longer. Okay, so why do we do that? Okay, so we freeze our food to prolong its life, and in order for us to consume it whenever we want and whenever we need them. Okay, we keep them in order for them to keep their life longer, and so that we can consume them in the right time. Okay, so yeah, we have some examples of that. Actually, we freeze some fruits, meat. So yeah, also meat and other dairy products. And some people say that frozen goods are better consumed when they are frozen than when they are fresh. Yeah. Okay, so next one, partner.
Next, we have dried goods. Okay, so this is the opposite of frozen goods, and so we have dried goods. Okay, so food drying is a method of food preservation that works by removing water from the food, so which inhibits the growth of bacteria and has been practiced worldwide since ancient times to preserve food. So here we have example of dried goods. First is we have dried fruits. So dried fruit is fruit from which the majority of the original water content has been removed either naturally through the sun drying or through the use of specialized dryers or dehydrators. Okay. And then next we have dried fish. Fresh fish rapidly deteriorates unless some way can be found to preserve it. So one is drying. So drying is a method of food preservation. Okay, fish are preserved through such traditional methods as drying, like smoking and salting. So this is the oldest way of preserving fish. Okay, so that's it. Alright, so do you like dried
Yes.
goods?
I think I can eat any kind of dry goods, like for fruits, vegetables, and even fish meat. Yeah, and
Yes.
actually they're very available here in our country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mostly in like in the sea shores. Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's the best food for Filipinos.
Which one is your favorite partner?
I like dried fish. Yes, but because dried foods is also good, but it's too sweet, and yeah, I think I should lessen that kind of food. Yes, because it's not really that good.
Yeah, I
So
can see
yeah.
that you're conscious about your health. Well, I do love dried fruits, especially dried mangoes. Yeah.
Yeah, here in Philippines it's really popular. Dried mangoes and also raisins, right?
Yeah, raisins.
Yeah.
Even though we don't have grapes, much of the kind of grapes here in Philippines, but yeah, here in Philippines, raisins is pretty much available in the department stores and grocery stores. Okay, let's proceed with the next one, which is what do we have? Okay, pickled fruits and veggies. Okay, partner, you like eating pickled fruits or vegetables?
Oh yes, I like papaya pickle.
Oh, papaya pickle.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom can really make good papaya pickles.
Mhm.
Okay, so what do we mean by pickled fruits? Okay, and why do we pickle some fruits and vegetables? Okay, same reason. I mean, it has the same reason with the other things that we discussed earlier, which is basically to prolong their lives. And another thing is that by pickling some fruits and vegetables, I mean, when we make pickles out of them, we add some more flavor. Right? You can make it spicy, you can make it more salty, and sometimes it's like a mix of sour and sweet
Yes.
kind of thing. Yeah, and the basic ingredients are just like salt, like the things that we can find in our kitchen, like vinegar and sugar. And then all we need is this like a couple of jars, and then we put them down and seal them and keep them for like future use. Okay, so pickled fruits. Okay, next one.
Okay, so next we have sugar drinks. Okay, so which one is your favorite in the kitchen?
I think it's not in here.
Not really.
Not in here. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so sugar drinks are beverages that contain added sugar or sweeteners. So sugar drinks include soda and other carbonated soft drinks, sports drinks, energy drinks, fruit flavored or powdered drinks, vitamin enhanced drinks, and sweetened tea and coffee drinks. So and also we have milk, like chocolate milk and some milk alternatives also contain added sugar. Okay, so the additional sugar in these drinks adds calories but little or no nutrients. So some of these are, yeah, this is good. A very good refreshment. Yeah, beverages whenever you're tired, whenever you finish exercising. Yeah, this is very good.
Yes. Isn't it amazing, partner, that you can enjoy your favorite fruit flavor in just in a bottle or in a can?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, and the next one is would be canned products or canned goods. Okay, canning. Okay, I think it's one of the best, or not one of the greatest innovations that we had in the past. Okay, when people started canning fish, yeah. And you know what? Like long time ago, I don't know when exactly, but like long time ago, people started canning. Well, actually, it's not really canning, but they use the same ingredients like salt, and then they preserve fish inside a barrel, like big barrels, and then here comes canning. Okay, so people, or like, what kind of advantages or what kind of benefit can we get from canning? Of course, same reason. We can prolong the life of the food even for years, several years, and we can still enjoy the same great flavor, with even more flavorful sometimes, you know, when we resort to canning. And we just don't can fish. We can also can other products like fruits. It's pretty much available, and like, you can buy them in the grocery stores whenever you want or whenever you need them. You like pineapples, yeah, that's some of my most favorite ones. Canned pineapples, yeah, raisins. Okay, and okay, let's proceed to the next one, partner. Which is
Actually, this is the last one.
uh-huh.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the pros and cons of processed food.
Okay,
Alright,
so I'll let you choose your side, partner, for this discussion.
Okay, I'm going with cons. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, cons, right? So maybe you can go first.
Well, before we discuss about pros and cons of processed food, I can see why you choose cons. I think you're not kind of person who's much into processed food, right?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay. So what benefits or advantages can we get from processed food? Let's see. They're pretty much reliable and available. Okay, whenever, wherever, and can't you like every time you go to the department store, the grocery stores, even convenience stores, you can find it just in the corner.
Yes,
Right.
that's right.
Yeah, and you feel thirsty. Let's say, for example, you feel thirsty. Just open the fridge and get some beverage. Okay, so for example, like what we have earlier, which is sugary drinks. Yeah. What else? Okay, what advantages can we get from processed food? Well, yeah, I think it's money wise too because I'm not really sure, but I think they're cheaper than fresh ones. Okay, so what can you say about it?
Well, for me, okay, it's because I go against processed foods. Okay, so why? It's because and health wise, it's not really that good. Okay.
Well, I agree with that.
Yes. Okay, so why? I have some disadvantages of consuming processed foods. And first is increased cancer risk. Okay, yeah. So there is a study over 100,000 people. Yeah, found that every 10% increase in consumption of ultra processed food was associated with a 12% increase of cancer. So it means that the more you consume processed food, the higher the risk of cancer that can you get. So yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I totally agree with that. That people would get higher risk of cancer when they consume a lot of processed foods. But have you heard about this partner that everything that is taken in moderation is okay? Okay, as long as we consume this kind of products in moderation and like not really on a daily basis, you know, we can consume it like every once in a while, not every day, but still, yes, of course, processed food contain some chemicals.
Okay. Yes. So, as what you have said earlier, it is money-wise, it is very cheap. Okay. So, in this situation, so do you think people can afford to buy fast foods or like healthy foods? It's because you said it's very convenient to find processed foods in the corner. So mostly people wanted to buy that. So I don't think they can consume in moderate. So I think every day they consume processed food in every meal, right?
Yes, exactly. So still it depends on how we manage our life or what we call it depends on our lifestyle. Okay?
Yeah.
So what is the most important thing here? It's our self-discipline. Okay, we of course we know to ourselves when something is quite too much. Okay, it's the time that we stop or not really stop, just take a pause, take a rest, and let's go green again. Like consume fresh and raw foods, right?
Yes. Yeah. So, okay, I want to add again some disadvantage of consuming processed food. Okay, so we have too much sugar, sodium, and fat. Alright, so these heavily processed foods often include unhealthy levels of added sugar and fat. Okay, so these ingredients make the food we eat taste better, but too much of them leads to serious health issues like obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, and most especially diabetes. Okay, so too much intake of this can cause diseases that can be avoided in the future.
Well, yes, that's another fact. Okay, because there are some scientific researches that already prove that yes, of course, like some processed food contain too much sodium and too much sugar. But again, that's what I have said earlier. Yes, consuming this food in a daily basis is a big no. Okay, we can't do that. It's bad for our health. We're killing ourselves slowly. But if we consume it just from time to time, you know, I don't know if you wouldn't agree with this, but you know, like processed food tastes good, right? So some people who are conscious with their health, they try as much as possible. They try to avoid eating or consuming processed foods, but from time to time, I'm pretty sure they also do take some of it. Okay, and one more thing, partner.
Yes.
For those people who don't have much time to prepare for their food,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, is it time consuming like just to go to the market and buy some fresh products and prepare them yourself? When you can have them inside a can or inside a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is twist it open and then you can eat it right away if you want.
Yes. Okay. So yes, but nowadays we have ways on how to take care of our health. So first is organic farming.
Mhm.
We can farm just in our backyard or in our front yard. So we can plant organic products or yes. So you don't need to buy canned goods in the market. You just have to pick it. You just have to grow the vegetables or fruits in your backyard and just pick it if you need it. So in that way, you can you can be more healthy than buying those processed goods, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, that's reasonable actually if you have enough space. Just if you have enough space in your backyard, or let's say in your garden, you have a small garden at home, then that would be reasonable. But another thing, there are some people. I mean, there are some kind of food which, let's say, I mean, personally, there are some kind of food which I can't eat.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone does. Yeah, of course there's always an exception. But let's say, for example, I'm not really a person who enjoys eating fruits.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a fruit person. I mean, I don't like eating oranges, apples, but I really like them, like taking a sip of the same flavor from a straw or from a bottle. I can enjoy them better when they're juiced or in the juice form, more than in their like natural form. What do you say about it?
Well, partner, that's not a good habit. Alright. As what I've said earlier, the sugar drinks contains sugary fat or some calories that not good in our health, right? So too much sugar can cause illness or can cause diseases. So and also in beverages or in can or in bottle, some of the flavors are artificial. It's not naturally produced. So I don't think that that's really good. So I think you have to lessen that one. So I prefer to make fruit juices or real fruit juices than buying bottled juice or canned juices. So yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm a physically active person and I need a lot of sugar just to fuel up my body
Yes.
throughout the day. Yeah, so I think it still, yeah, as what I have said already, it still depends on our lifestyle. And another thing about this discussion, partner, processed food is pretty much available anytime throughout the year. Well, as we know, most vegetables and fruits can be only harvested like in a specific season. Let's say, for example, here not here in our country, but in other countries, let's say in other countries that have 4 seasons. Of course, there are some certain seasons which they can't harvest any kind of fruits or vegetables since it's too cold for them to grow it. Then I think that will be the time when we consume or eat processed food. Should I agree with that?
Yes, but of course, because of technology, yeah, right? So people think some ways of that farming farming like it's not in right season, but they created some ways, like for example, greenhouses, right? So they farm vegetables and fruits that are not in season in that place. So I think you can still avail those vegetables or vegetables and fruits nowadays.
Okay, well that's new information for me. Okay, I just remember something. And this is what my mom told me when I was younger. My mom said yes, eating like natural organic food is good for our health, but not all the time. We can't be 100% sure that this food is safe because farmers also use chemicals, fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, and all kinds of chemicals just to make their crops in order for them to have a good harvest. Well, of course, we don't know where exactly these products came from, so it means that we're not sure if the food that we're eating is 100% safe or not.
Okay. Yes, that's right. But I think we have some ways on how we have some ways to avoid those. So it's just we have to wash it carefully, right? So, if, for example, if you're not sure if the fruit or vegetables that you bought in the market is organic, right? So mostly they are being grown by chemicals, right? So I think we just have to wash it carefully, or we just have to rinse it with salt and water in order to remove the chemicals that around it. So yeah, I think you can you can think of some ways on how to remove it.
Okay, so I think I'm not gonna win this discussion part already. You got a lot in store with you. Yes, processed food is not really that bad for our health. I mean, not all the way through. It's not that bad. There are also some advantages, like benefits that we can get by eating those. Let's say for example, milk. Yeah, milk is still healthy for our body.
Yes.
But it's also a kind of processed food, like a lot of dairy products, let's say cheese. Well, I'm not sure if cheese is really that healthy, but I think it is.
Okay. So yes, and also there are some disadvantages. Some of the ingredients are not good. For example, milk. So it has a lot of calories. Okay, fat. So, and especially it's fortified, right? So the nutrients are not naturally produced. So they are being concentrated and added by other fibers, nutrients, or it's like, yeah, okay. Thank you, Jezebel. Vegetables nowadays are not safe because there's a lot of pesticides sprayed, but we have to wash it thoroughly. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
She's with me. Yes.
Yeah, also with me. She said we have to wash it thoroughly, right?
Exactly. Well said, Jezebel. Okay.
Alright.
So I think that settles it, and let's proceed to the next page, which is what do we have here? Code of the day. Our food should be our medicine, and our medicine should be our food by hypocrites. Okay. What does it mean, partner?
Okay. Alright. So our food should be okay. So it means that we're going to choose foods that are really good for our health, and also we should also know that our medicine is our food, so we have to choose properly.
Okay.
Alright?
So yes, well said, partner. Thank you so much. Okay, our food should be our medicine. Okay, so we should intake food that are beneficial for our health. Okay, we shouldn't poison our body by taking or by eating like harmful things, like harmful foods for us. Let's say for example junk food, fast food, and a lot of other foods which has a lot of preservatives. Preservatives are, yes, it's good for processing food, but problem is it's bad for our health. It has a lot of harmful effects that we can get from processed food. From preservatives. And our medicine should be our food. Okay, yeah, it's just the same. We should take healthy things. Okay, it doesn't mean that it has to be organic. There are also healthy things which are not really that organic, but they are still helpful and beneficial for our body. Okay, what do you say, partner?
Alright, so I have okay, Jezebel. Okay, yes, green leafy vegetables make our life longer. Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. Wow. Okay, so she's a health conscious buddy. Alright, so all processed foods are not equal to each other, so it's important to take advantages and negatives into account and learn to choose the processed foods that optimize your health, not to harm yourself. Okay, so for the next one, you're shopping, find yourself in a frozen food aisle or processed food aisle, think twice here. So think twice and head to fresh fruits and vegetables. So you have to take care of your health. So that's all for today.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay. So please like and subscribe and don't forget to click the bell button for notifications. So that's all for today and have a nice day.
Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you for being with us.
Bye.
Bye.